Hyundai has given the Exter an update a few years after the car was first launched in the market. It gets some important changes both on the outside as well as inside. We're going to talk about all of those changes today in this video. And because this one is the top of the line CNG version of the Exter, we're also going to test the fuel efficiency and tell you what is the real world number you can expect out of the CNG version of this mini SUV. So stay tuned till the end as we tell you some important figures and facts about the Hyundai Exter. My name is Shams, you're watching Car and Bike, and if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, please do it right now and press the bell icon too so that we can meet and get you all the latest from the world of Indian auto industry. Well, a completely new face on the Exter that I think makes the car look a little more imposing than earlier. So the grille is absolutely new and looks sporty. But what I really like is the bold Exter lettering here on top of the entire frame. And then you come to the profile and you see a brand new look on the diamond cut alloy wheels. And when you go towards the rear, that's my favorite part on the car right now. That nice looking garnish on the C-pillar. And yes, the tailgate has also gone in for the refresh. So overall, the Exter has changed in terms of design in many more ways than one. I think the cabin of the Exter has become more sporty than earlier, and I'll tell you why. You see this carbon fiber pattern here on the dash. This looks really nice, as does this dual tone grey and navy combination. Something similar we saw on the new Hyundai Venue as well. After that, you get this new pattern. This is semi fabric seat upholstery on the seats with this Exter lettering. You did not see this earlier on the car. And look at this, you also have a driver side armrest in the car now, which also makes things a little better. Finally, things like driver seat height adjustment, rear headrests are now standard across the range, which also will appeal to a lot more consumers. And it already has some cool features like a sunroof. You also have a dash cam here in the Hyundai Exter. You have a touchscreen with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and a whole lot of connectivity features. So this car and its cabin does feel premium and comes at a good cost as well. Now the Exter in its CNG version comes with dual cylinder tech, which means you don't have one big CNG tank but two smaller tanks to liberate more boot space. Let's show you how that works in this car. So two smaller cylinders lie below the boot space, which liberates the space of around 225 liters. It of course is much lesser than when compared to the petrol version of this car, but still gives you decent space because of two smaller cylinders. And they've also given you a spare wheel which is standard, which is mounted underneath the body of the car, so makes the CNG a good practical option in the segment. Now what I've always liked about the car like the Exter is the driving position this car offers. Because of its raised stance, the driver gets a nice and clear view of the road both at the front as well as at the back, and that really helps you in getting a more confident drive out of this car. What I also like about this car is the fact that, like a lot of other cars from the brand, it runs on a proper 4-cylinder 1.2 liter petrol engine, so less vibrations, less jerky drive is guaranteed on this car. It's a proven performer, this engine, on so many cars from the brand, and does its job perfectly even on the Exter. Of course, the flexibility you get with the CNG also comes with its fair share of compromises, because when you switch to CNG, there is a considerable loss of power as well as torque. So roughly 20 bhp less and 20 Nm less is what you get when you drive on the CNG mode. We'll of course come to the fuel efficiency figures in a bit, because that is where the advantage lies. But if you have to drive, then it is better to switch to the petrol mode once in a while. Now with the petrol engine, the Exter also comes with AMT, but that is not the case with the CNG version of this car, because here you'll have to make do only with the 5-speed manual, unlike some of its rivals like the Punch, which also get AMT with CNG. The gear shifts are short, they're notchy. I like that as a driver. The NVH levels are well in control, and the steering wheel is likable too. So this comes across as a very able car for everyday use. The ride continues to be nice and comfortable. It's been one of the USPs of the Exter since the car was first launched. That hasn't changed with this update on this car. Continues to impress you. Now, as you'd expect from a car from Hyundai, there are a good number of safety features as well. So a lot of standard safety features too on this car, and some of which need to be highlighted, including the fact that this car now comes with 6 airbags, as well as electronic stability control, as well as hill start assist. Now that for a car that starts at under 6 lakh rupees ex-showroom is a worthy addition. Now to answer the big question, what is the kind of efficiency you can expect with the CNG version of the Exter? Because we've seen cars like the Swift crossing 30 kilometers per kilogram on our tests. So here, what do you expect? Let me tell you. after having filled the CNG tank completely, we drove the Exter across different traffic conditions in the city, in the highway, with the traffic, without traffic, for around 100 kilometers, and after which we went back to the CNG pump to see how much gas the car is able to take. So after 100 kilometers, what we were able to do with the car is put around 4 kilograms of CNG inside the tank, and then the tank was full again, which means the Exter CNG was able to give us an efficiency of around 25 kilometers to a kilogram, and this is with proper enthusiastic driving. And yes, the AC was always on during the drive. What do you make of this number, 25 kilometers per kilogram in everyday city use in the Exter? Do you like it? Do you want more? Let us know in the comments below. Now, the good thing with the new Exter is that Hyundai is offering this CNG version in as many as 5 different variants, starting from 7 lakh rupees ex-showroom to 9 lakh 40,000 rupees ex-showroom, which means you don't just get low running cost, you also get a lot of features with it in case you're willing to spend the money for it. So premium feel is also guaranteed in the CNG version of this mini SUV. Overall comes across as a car that ticks a whole lot of boxes and is something that is a good option for your everyday use. What do you think of the new Hyundai Exter? Looking at the changes it comes with, will you choose this car over its rivals like the Tata Punch, the Nissan Magnite, or even the Maruti Suzuki Swift when it comes to CNG? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.